Hello everyone. Today I'm going to teach you a lot. So don't struggle to try to understand everything. I'm just going to go through a lot. Take some notes, that would be nice. And then I'll be explaining in more detail everything in my future videos. But I just want to give you like a big picture. All right. So please pay attention. So in my last video, I was talking about the dark mind and the doubting mind. Well, I learn in purelandschool.com if you want to learn directly. The dark mind, someone with a dark mind is someone who is ignorant about their afterlife. And someone who has a doubting mind is the same. It's just slightly different. Why is this name doubting mind? It's because this person knows already or is learning about the teaching of the teaching to the way to enlightenment, to have a bright mind, but is still on the way. Okay, so while you are on the way, while you have a doubting mind, you still have a dark mind because you still don't know your afterlife. Okay, and what is it that you doubt? You doubt. I'm gonna explain later, but you doubt the Amida Buddha's primal vow. You doubt this, the 18th vow from the 48 vows. I'm going to explain that later. But basically, you know about this teaching and you still doubt. So you have a doubting mind, still a dark mind. And when you finally cast aside your doubting mind, then you have a bright mind because enlightenment happens. All right? So Buddhism can be it can be understood in two different categories: Buddhism of sages and Pure Land Buddhism. What I learn and teach is Pure Land Buddhism. That's why the name here, purelandschool.com. It refers to this, to the Pure Land. What is the Pure Land? I'm gonna explain later. Buddhism of sages is meditation, ascetic practices. This is called and so on. This is called self-power faith, jiriki, and that means that you are trying to attain enlightenment by your own efforts. You are trying to do good deeds with your mind, just thinking pure things, not negative thoughts or anything. So that's very hard. And then talking only good things, deeds with your mouth, and also just doing good things with your body. So that's why they go to the mountain, for example, and they try to have an ascetic life with ascetic practices, and they have to uh, not to follow their desires, basically, or maybe just one desire, which is to attain enlightenment. But that's not the easy road. That's the hard way. Okay, and in Pure Land Buddhism, what I learn and teach is the easy way. I'm not saying like it's super easy, and I'm not saying it's super hard. It's just compared to this, is way easier, which is not trying to do any self-power practice, but other power, to try to attain other power faith. This is called tariki, which is to be saved not by your own efforts, not by meditation, not by not eating meat, not by following your desires, your endless desires, is by trusting Amida Buddha, and he will save you. This is other power faith from like another person, not just anyone, only Amida Buddha. So who is Amida Buddha? This is Amida Buddha. Amida Buddha is the master of Buddhas. It is thought that there are many Buddhas. There are many planets on the universe, just like this planet, Earth, similar planets, where there is also life, and there are also Buddhas, like Shakyamuni Buddha, who appeared on Earth here about 2,600 years ago. Just like him, there are more Buddhas, and just like this world, there are more worlds, and all the Buddhas teach this teaching of Amida Buddha and the way to enlightenment. So this is Amir Buddha, master of all Buddhas, and there are countless Buddhas in the 10 directions. So 10 directions means all the universe, the whole universe. And Shakyamuni Buddha, who is the historical Buddha on earth, about 2,600 years ago, he's a disciple of Amida Buddha. He learns from Amida Buddha because that's the master of all Buddhas. And all the countless Buddhas in the 10 directions, or all the Buddhas in the universe, are also, just like Shakyamuni Buddha, disciples of Amida Buddha. All right? And Amida Buddha is someone who created a path. He said, if people continue to live like this, and this happened a very, very long time ago. If people continue to live like this, they will continue to suffer in their afterlife, because just you reap what you sow. So if you do bad deeds, bad things will happen to you, and not only in this life, also in future lives. That's the problem. For example, if you do something bad, you steal something and no one noticed, then there is no effect. That is not true. There will be an effect sooner or later. Even if this effect does not happen in this life, it will happen in future lives. So in order to save people from suffering, because people cannot help but to do bad deeds. I mean, there is no one. Try to think of someone who is completely pure in this world. So Amida Buddha, because out of compassion, he wanted to save people from their bad afterlife. All right. So he said, I'm going to save them all. Only him, only that Buddha had this mind. All other Buddhas were just attaining enlightenment and creating their pure land. So a pure land is like a world that you create for yourself, for your afterlife, through practice, through Buddhist practices. Right? When you become a Buddha, that's very deep, but there are more pure lands. But the pure land that we talk about all the time is only the pure land of Amida Buddha, Amida Buddha's pure land, which is a place for everyone. He created a pure land for everyone to go there in an easy way. So how? All right, how? It's like you are supposed to suffer in your afterlife because of your bad deeds from this life and previous lives, but he is like giving you a shortcut. He's cutting that road and putting you in a different place, in a better place. That's the pure land. So how did he do that? He had to practice for a very, 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 very long time in order to create this medicine. This is called Myogo, or the 6-character name. I'm going to talk about that later, but he created a way for you to easily attain enlightenment, which is basically trusting this. All right? And that's the thing. If you don't trust this, or you doubt this, or you think it's true, I mean, it is true, but if you don't think it's true, then that's doubting. If you think it's true, but you think because you are too bad, or you think too many bad things, or whatever, and because you think you are not going to be saved, or you are not going to be saved in this life, or stuff like that, that is called the doubting mind. You are doubting the vow, because the vow sorry, this is the vow, the 18th vow from the 48 vows. All right. So where you can find this is in the larger Sutra of Infinite Life, which is pretty much like a briefing of Buddhism. So like the whole Buddhism is in just one sutra. I mean, Buddhism is like 7,000 sutras, or I mean, actually more. But the most important sutra is this, the larger Sutra of Infinite Life, where you can find about information about Amida Buddha and Amida Buddha's primal vow. From the 48 vows, he created these 48 vows in order to become a Buddha. He was a practitioner back then. And the 18th vow is the primal vow, which is to save all sentient beings, not just people on earth, like everything that is alive, to take all of them into a world of no suffering. So the Pure Land is basically a world or a place where there is no suffering. Yeah. So, oh, basically, Buddhism, people try to attain enlightenment through own efforts, and in Pure Land Buddhism, people trusting and learning about Amida Buddha and attaining enlightenment that way. So we went through all this, and here, Shakyamuni Buddha appeared on earth in order to convey Amida Buddha's primal vow. So why did he teach the other way too? This is expedient means. He taught this in order he taught the hard way in order to teach the easy way. So he taught Buddhism of sages, meditation, self-power, ascetic practices, and all that, in order to then teach the easy way, which is just trust Amida Buddha and do the practices. It's not like, oh yes, I believe and that's it. No, 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 it's not like that. The practices are basically three, which is to listen to Buddhism, continually listen to Buddhism until the point you attain enlightenment. Then doing chanting, that's the second one, and the third is practicing the 6 parameters. All right, almost done here. Now, here, oh yeah, I really wanted to teach today. So when enlightenment happens, you have 10 benefits. You are granted 10 benefits, 2 gifts, and the twofold revelation. So I'm just going to read this because it needs more explanation. So I'm going to just read the 10 benefits. Being protected by gods and bodhisattvas. Being one with supreme virtue. I mean, this is the benefit of. So the benefit of being protected by gods and bodhisattvas. The benefit of being one with supreme virtue. The benefit of evil turning into good. The benefit of being protected by all the Buddhas. The benefit of being praised by all the Buddhas. The benefit of being ever protected by Amida's light. Okay, Amida Buddha, Amida's light. 7. The benefit of having a heart filled with joy. Okay, the benefit of knowing one's debt and repaying it. This refers to the debt of gratitude. I'm going to talk about this later. The benefit of always practicing great compassion. The benefit of becoming one of the truly settled. This is very important. So settled, when you become one of the truly settled, it refers to you know for sure, for certain, without a trace of doubt, that you are going to the Pure Land. This is settled. It's not like maybe I'm going, maybe I'm not. That's the doubting mind or the double heart. Yeah, there are many names for that. But when you attain enlightenment, then it's assured, it's settled. Okay, and you become one. You join the group, or you become one with the truly settled. You are truly settled. You are actually going there. All right, that's the 10. And because you are saved by Amida Buddha, you are very thankful and you have a debt. You know your debt of gratitude, knowing one's debt and repaying it. So when something very, very good happens to you, what you want to do is to thank or to work in order to pay that great, you have a debt of gratitude and you want to say thank you. How do you say thank you to someone? You try to help that someone to attain their goal. So that someone, in this case, is Amida Buddha, who wants to save all people. So you want to help him saving all people, right? How? Teaching Buddhism. So other people can also be, and that's knowing one's debt and repaying it. The 2 gifts is going to the Pure Land, and returning, coming back here in order to teach Buddhism, taking the human form. The twofold revelation is the revelation of the true self, which is to know who you really are, someone who has been transmigrating from one life to another. And the revelation of the truth of of Amida Buddha's vow is, for sure, it was true. and you're never going to have a doubt about it.